Alrighty, good morning everybody. This is Jim Nielsen and welcome to On the Bench with Big Jim. Sorry, got started a little late this morning, but it's going to be a good day. Good morning, Christina. Good to see you here. Good to see all my friends coming out. We have two special guests today, as we're going to visit with Coach Keith Evans of the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, indoor professional football team. It's here in Central Washington, and let me see. See where he's at. Let's see if we can find him here. We'll bring him on camera. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks are 2-1 so far in the league. They've had 3 games so far this year, and they'll be back in action on the 20th down in Reno, and looking forward to following these guys. I found out about them just recently from a mutual friend, one of their sponsors, my good friend Todd Carter, and pretty exciting football team. They scored 60 points on Sunday as they beat Reno 60-20. So the Reno Express. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks are a part of the American West Football Conference, and pretty cool that there's an upper level professional football entertainment here in Central Washington, and they're over in Wenatchee. It's kind of a cool thing. I talked with Coach Evans on the phone. I talked to their owner as well. Theo Hall is the gentleman that that put this team together. And currently there are 4 teams in this league, and they have a team in Nampa, Idaho, the Idaho Horsemen, and then they have the Reno Express down in Reno. Then they have the Tri-Cities team, the Tri-City Fire, and then they have the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks. And it's a professional indoor football organization that wants to expand and have more teams, and we'll see where this is going to go. We're gonna send an invite to Coach. See if we can't get him to come on. How is everybody doing? I had to shave the beard. It was driving me nuts, and so I got rid of it. I don't know what do you think of the goatee? I'm curious as to getting your opinion. Cindy says she likes it, but we'll see. We'll see how much longer I can stand it. I'd like to, since we have a minute, I want to thank my sponsors, Jay's Teriyaki, Thesis Merchant Solutions, Frederick's Jewelry, and Boost Mobile for being a part of our sponsor group. And Jay's Teriyaki Grill is delicious noodles, fantastic teriyaki, and crazy huge portions, making this the best bang for your buck in the area. You can't go wrong by stopping by Jay's Teriyaki Grill for lunch or dinner, whether you eat in or pick it up. You can take it home or back to work. So go try it for yourself on the corner of Alder and Broadway at 123 East Broadway Avenue. Call you can have it made and waiting for you to pick up at 764-5155 Jay's Teriyaki Grill, and tell them Big Jim sent you. So want to thank Jay's Teriyaki for being on board, helping with the sponsor of the show. If you could like and share the video, and appreciate you all that have been sponsoring or supporting us as we're trying this venture here, we'll see what we can do. Good morning, David. Good to see you here. Trying to get I'm on. Sorry. Let's see where you're at, Coach. I'm waiting for Coach Keith Evans. I keep wanting to say Henry because I had a football teammate named Henry Evans, and for whatever reason, I want to say Henry, but it's Keith Evans. Waiting for Keith Evans to come on, and here. All right. Anyway, good morning, Andy. Good to see you here, all the way from. You're still in the United States, aren't you? That's pretty cool that you're able to go to the Olympic Training Center and work with your kids there. That's an awful cool opportunity you have for your athletes to be training in the United States. Let me see if I can do this. There he is. Sent him a friend. Okay. All right, Coach Evans. Alrighty, folks. Just trying to get our first guest locked in, ready to go. Good morning, Heath. Good to see you. And Spencer. Great you guys are here. I am still not seeing you, Coach Evans. Would love to visit with you. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do is just give Coach a call. So we can get this visit in. And he's about to let me know. Alright, he's going to try and find my Facebook page. Good morning, Doug. Good to see you here. Welcome to On the Bench with Big Jim. We're waiting on our guest to log in and get hooked up. And just seeing how everybody's doing today. I hope you're all having a good day. It looks like it's going to be maybe a little bit cloudy, but it's looking like we're going to have better weather, as the rain was nice because it did great things for my lawn. But how's everybody's spring going? Is everybody doing well? I know this is we're just hanging out, waiting. Hopefully everybody's having a good spring and that things are happening good for them. I'm hoping we'll have Coach here in a second. All right, just shortly waiting here. But what we're going to be visiting about is the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks. They're part of the Professional Indoor Football Organization that has the American West Football Conference here in Central Washington. Well, and there's a team in the Tri-Cities, the Tri-City Fire, and then the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, and then we also have the Reno Express, and we also have the Idaho Horsemen, who are out of Nampa, Idaho. And Nampa right now is leading the league with 3-0. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks are 2-1, and there we go, Coach Evans. Now, Coach Evans, good to see you. Accept the invitation to come on to the show that I just sent you. So it should be right there on your screen. If you turn your phone sideways like this, then it works better. So there should be a little accept it, because it says it's trying to add you right now. Almost there. Almost there, Coach Evans. It's adding. It's saying that it wants to add you. Oh, you didn't answer. Try it again. Oh, Coach Evans, I need you to accept. Well, I think we're just going to call. We're just going to call you, Coach. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, I'm trying to get on there, but it won't seem to. I see you, then you're trying to get me on. I don't know. But go ahead.
Well, we're on the air now. I got you on the phone, and this is the next best option. So, folks, welcome Coach Keith Evans of the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks to On the Bench with Big Jim. How you doing today, Coach?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. So, so that my folks that watch the show and tune in later, give us an idea of your background, where you grew up, and your football playing experience and your coaching experience, so we get a little idea about who you are.
Okay. Well, I was born and raised in the Bay Area in Northern California, and I was born in Santa Clara, which is basically San Jose, California.
Yeah.
I grew up there. Went to elementary school and part of junior high, and then my mom moved to San Francisco, where I went to St. John's Lutheran. After 8th grade, my mom moved to Seattle, Washington, where I graduated from Ingram High School there in North Seattle, up past North Gate, where I was a all-state running back and a highly recruited running back coming out of Ingram High School. From there,
go tell us what you did after high school.
Well, after high school, I was a kid, unfortunately, that had all the knowledge to be in class and stuff, but wasn't attending class too much. So had many scholarships available to me, USC, Oregon, a lot of the big schools, but with no grades, I had to end up going to JUCO. Went to Spokane Falls Community College.
Okay.
Spokane, Washington, where we were my freshman year. We were actually the number 4 junior college in the nation, so in the country.
Cool.
Wenatchee was actually ranked in the top 20 that year as well too, but we were number 4 in the country.
And that's back in the day when the NWAC had football. How many schools in the NWAC had football?
When I was playing, there was, back in 85, my freshman year, there was Spokane Falls, Yakima Community College, Wenatchee Valley, and Olympic College, and Walla Walla.
Oh, that's cool.
Walla Walla out of there.
Yeah.
Very competitive league, though. I was an all-league running back. Also was like top 3 in kickoff and punt returns as well as Spokane Falls.
Cool.
From there, football-wise, after Spokane Falls, I got married to my ex-wife. Worked at Boeing for a couple of years, from 88 to 90, and then was laid off. And said, you know what, I'm going to go make some money playing football, because there were guys that I know I was as good as or better that were making money income playing football. So that's what I did. Got myself in shape and played some ball for a league that was actually feeding the NFL, which sounds familiar. Like the AAF just called it, but it was the professional minor league football system. I played for the Tacoma Express. The league was nationwide. It was sponsored by United, you had teams in Colorado, Oklahoma City, East Coast, everywhere. So I did that for 2 years. That league did fold, and then I did get involved in arena football, which I played until 2001. I played in Portland, and then I also played in Yakima my last year for the Yakima Shockwave in 2001, where I actually was a player coach. That's where the coaching kind of began.
Yeah.
I actually provided the playbook and kind of explained to guys how to play indoor and arena football. So that's where all that really started at. From there, I took the head coaching job at the Eugene Mercury, which was to be in the National Indoor Football League in 2002. But that team, we never did see the field. It folded before we should play the game. After that, I was an assistant running backs coach for the Puget Sound Jets, which was a team that won undefeated and won the AFA National Championship in 2002. We went out to Florida and beat a team from St. Petersburg, Florida. Arena, I really didn't get back into coaching arena until 2007, where I was the head coach of the Alaska Wild there in Anchorage. 2008, I was assistant coach with the Tri-Cities Fever of AF2.
Yeah, I remember those teams.
Yeah, then which brings us to, I was approached by some people here in Wenatchee in 2009 to be the head coach of a team that they created and came up with, which was the Wenatchee Valley Venom. So I was here about a half a year prior, helping build that up, and coached here that first year in 2010. In 2011, I stayed home close to the house and coached the Kent Predators there in the Showware Arena in Kent. Just going on and on.
Yeah, no, this is great because this is a great history that you've been involved with indoor football for a long, long time.
Yeah, yes, I have. From there,
I would venture to say that a lot of people don't understand that it is a different type of football because the playing field it's so compressed, and obviously there's less players on the field, but it's a fast pace and a lot of different rules that makes it an exciting game, fast paced and exciting and very entertaining game to go watch.
Yes, it is. It is very intimate as far as, when you go to an NFL game, you're so far away from the field. But with this indoor arena game, you're right up on the action. That is so very true. And it is very fast.
Mm-hmm. So you guys play in the let's how did you get to meet Theo Hall, the guy that's started the Skyhawks?
Well, actually, it was me that started the
Skyhawks. Oh, okay.
First of all, so I actually came up with the name about several years ago. It was going to be the Washington Skyhawks, and I was trying to bring it back here to Wenatchee. I've been on Theo since the early 90s. We actually played, he played minor league with me. We were was the Federal Way Jets at the time, which became the Puget Sound Jets, but this was in the early 90s. So we go back. We were actually teammates at one point in time.
Uh-huh. Well, he told me that he played in Wenatchee.
Yeah, he went to Wenatchee Valley College.
Yeah, he went to Wenatchee Valley. That's very cool. I actually had a high school teammate that played at Wenatchee Valley, so that's great that there's kind of a small connection. for you guys to be with the Wenatchee Valley team. You guys play in the Toyota Center there over in Wenatchee. How I mean, you've had 2 home games, is that right? Two home games?
2 home games, that's correct.
And are the folks coming out to watch?
Yes, they are. They are out to watch, and they are enjoying the product. I have a great group of guys, and they are enjoying it.
And currently, you guys are 2-1, and
That is
correct. Your first game of the year against the Idaho Horsemen down in Napa. You guys fell 33-22, but then you guys have been able to acquire a quarterback that, from what I understand, is
Yes, I actually had acquired the quarterback prior to the Idaho game, but he couldn't quite get out of Florida until Monday following that Saturday. So I was hoping to have him that first game, which would have made all the difference in the world. I really, truly believe we'd be 3-0 right now if I would have had Jarvis that first game.
Well, you're going to have a chance to play against Idaho on May 18th.
Yes.
And exact a little revenge on that team. So tell us about the other teams that are in the league, the American West Football Conference.
You have the Reno Express, who we just beat, the Tri-Cities Fire, which is our closest rival.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Idaho Horsemen, who's in Napa. And then, of course, there's us. So there's a 4-team league. We play each other 4 times. The playoff system will be, the number 1 team will have a bye week and host the championship, and 2 will play 3.
And then
for the right to play for the championship.
Cool. And that'll take us into June sometime.
No, that'll take us into July.
Oh, it goes all the way into July?
Yeah, well, the championship playoffs. Our last home game is on the 28th against Tri-Cities.
Okay, very cool. And so you play everybody 4 times, and that makes 12. That's quite a long season.
Yeah, it's a 12-game season. That it is.
Yeah. So, where can people? The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, they have a Facebook page, and
yes. You just go to Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks, and we're there. And then we have a really cool website too, which is wvskyhawks.com.
And people can find out game times, the schedules on there, and there's
on our website. You can also contact the Town Toyota Center. There's apparel available on our website. It's all there. And like us on Facebook, please.
Awesome. Well, Coach, you said earlier that you came up with a name. Where did the Skyhawks name come from?
Well, it's just a name I've kind of seen. Obviously, with the popularity of the Seahawks, it was definitely something to kind of take a little grab hold of.
Oh, I got you.
Identify with the area. Oh yes.
I got you.
This was definitely thought of. That's for sure.
All right. Well, hey, I want to appreciate your time, and sorry for the mix-up in getting you connected. Maybe we'll have to revisit again later in the season and see how you guys are doing.
Yes, let's do that, please.
Awesome. No, we'll do that.
Thank you for having me.
You betcha. I appreciate you very much, Coach Evans, and you have a good day, and tell the guys, go get them.
Okay, I will do.
All right, man. We'll see you. All right, and that was Coach Keith Evans of the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks. kind of an interesting, I didn't realize that we had, I did not realize, I don't think a lot of people realize that we had indoor professional football here in the Columbia Basin. Very, very cool thing. Um, we're gonna do another ad for our next sponsor, Thesis Merchant Solutions. Central payment is now Thesis Merchant Solutions, but nothing has changed. Free equipment, lowest processing costs, and local customer service. If you're looking to improve your bottom line, check your statement and let's see what fees you're getting charged. We can customize your processing costs and provide you with the best customer service, free equipment. Thesis Merchant Solutions wants to partner with you to make your business successful. Call 750-5676 for a free analysis. And just to let you know, that's my business that I have. And if you have a need, you're not happy with your payment processing system, give me a call, and we can help you out. We can definitely help you out. I am going to Jared, I know you're there, but it's not letting me add you. It says you're right there. I am going to send an invite, but you're already watching. So I don't know. I'm going to try and pull you in. And maybe what you can do, Jared, is drop out. Oh, there it is. I did it. I'm adding you, Jared. Hopefully you're there. All right.
There.
My second guest today on the bench with Big Jim is Jared Torgeson. And how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. How'd the weight cut go last night?
Oh, actually, I'm getting ready to start it right now. As soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go start it.
Okay. Folks, this is Jared Torgeson, and he has a professional MMA fight this weekend against Joe Diesel Riggs, and that's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. He's been around a while.
He's been around a long time, and let's find out a little bit about you. You're a local Columbia Basin product. Tell us where you went to high school.
I went to high school, Ephrata, graduated 2005. Played three sports. So I was usually in sports all year round, but during the school year, I played football, basketball, and baseball.
Okay.
Baseball that was my number one sport. Is the one I wanted the most. But I'll tell you what, if I had known what I was going to end up doing, I wish I would have wrestled.
I hear that a lot from MMA guys, which is fine. So you graduated in 2005. So you're compared to myself, you're a really young guy, and but you've been fighting for 10 years now professionally.
Yes.
And this will be your 40th MMA fight.
Yes.
A lot of people, after a couple, they it's just too tough. And to have 40 professional fights tells me that you're a tough old guy, and that's an awesome. I mean, that in itself, Jared. I mean, and I don't want to embarrass you, because I know you're not about all of that celebrity stuff, but to have 40 professional MMA fights, that says a lot about you. I just wanted to let you know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I fell in love with real quick. I mean, I was never in trouble coming through high school, and I'd never thrown a punch outside of the cage or ring. And
that's funny you mentioned that, because a lot of people think guys who are in MMA grew up fighting and were always
Mhm.
looking to fight and stuff like that. That wasn't
Yeah.
your case.
No, it was like me and my buddies. I guess me and my buddies we'd get the boxing gloves out and screw around with them a little bit, but nothing real serious. But they always told me I hit like a truck, and I got introduced to a fight one night, wanted to do it, and I actually went in and knocked the guy out in under a minute. And the adrenaline dump, the adrenaline rush got me, and I said, "Hey, let's do it again." And it just rolled.
So, and you told me when we were talking yesterday, you were only an amateur fighter one year, but
almost to the day for 1 year.
You had 11 amateur MMA fights in 1 year.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's a lot. A lot of people don't realize the toll that it takes, and to recover and to get back to your next fight takes a while.
It does. And there was a point, this was before all the sanctions and the rules were on amateurs were really strict. So I fought 3 weekends back to back to back.
Wow. And
I won 2 out of the 3. But yeah, this was back where guys just came out to fight and have fun. We didn't get a fight, you know, we got a fight offer for 4 or 5 days out. Say, hey, yeah, why not? We're not we're not like the kids today that need 3 months and need to go Facebook stalk them and all that. They said, hey, you want to fight? We said, yeah, let's go fight. Okay.
Okay, that's cool. Now, where were you? You told me yesterday that your buddy invited you to go watch a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Was that when you were in Spokane?
Yeah, I lived in Spokane at the time. It was at the Knitting Factory downtown Spokane, and I'd never even known. I didn't know what MMA was at the time. It was 2008, so it'd been getting bigger for a few years, but I had no idea what I was walking in to go watch. I saw a cage sitting. I saw a cage inside down by the stage, and it was like, what is this? But yeah, it was exciting to watch. It got the blood going, and I was like, I want to try it one time, in and out, then I'm done, walk away. And now here we are 10 plus years later and 50 plus fights.
That's amazing. So I want to you currently train here in Moses Lake at Sacred Scars with Isaac Jones and the bunch of kids that I know that are training there. Tell us a little bit about Sacred Scars.
It's a bunch of kids, a bunch of young guys that are hungry. Like they love coming in, doing what they do, and it's like a family in there. Like there's times during the week that we'll all sit down at the end of practice and just go around and talk, get stuff out, stuff we may need help on, stuff even in our everyday life that we may need help getting through, or emotional support or whatever it might be. All the guys in there are really close. A lot of them I've known for a long time before I started training over there. Yeah, we always go in there. We work hard, and it's been starting to show with all the guys being successful.
And you're one of the elder statesmen in that group, but the fact that Isaac runs his program that way, I think that's beneficial in that he cares more about the person, and that on the outside of the sport and outside of the actions that are going on in the ring or the cage, he's wanting to make sure that your relationship with God and your relationship in your family, and that yourself, your individual, is doing right. And so I commend Isaac in having those kind of post-workout visits, and that's you see that benefit, very beneficial for the young guys.
Yes, It is. It's a lot. Some of the kids come in, they maybe haven't been down a very good path in the recent past, and they come in, and it's something to help them get away from the bad crowd, into a more positive environment. I mean, yeah, we go and we beat each other up, we punch each other, we fight, whatever, but it's more of a positive atmosphere than what they were doing on their own.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's funny. One of your buddies just posted that this Riggs guy. This is supposed to be his last fight.
Yes.
Is his like his retirement fight?
Yes.
And your buddy said that they chose the wrong guy for him to go out on his last ride. But what? How did this? How you were telling me yesterday? Tell us how this fight with Joe Riggs came about.
They've been offering it for, I think the last 3 years they've been trying to get this fight together. But one way or other, the circumstances wouldn't allow it. Either I was in the middle of a move or working out of town. My weight and my training wasn't the way it should be, so I was trying to be smarter about some of my decisions fight-wise, and finally everything's kind of came together this time. The matchmaker was super excited when I finally said yes, and everything worked out. So yeah, I mean, it's one that's been a long time coming, and it's gonna be fun.
Now, I want to go back a little bit and talk about you. What do you do when you're not fighting?
Right now, since it's the off season for firefighting, I am working for a construction company here in Moses Lake, Payless Construction. But
you're a wildfire firefighter,
mm-hmm.
and obviously this is not the season for fires, but that's what you do. So, when there's a big fire somewhere in the national forest, or
mm-hmm.
it could be anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Your company gets called and you guys go fight it.
Yep, our company gets called and they call out to the firefighters. They start at the top of the list and work their way down. See, the first is a 3-man crew. The first 3 that answer and say, "Yeah, I'll be there," they get to go out on the truck. And it could be, we were on a fires up around Ellensburg 3 times last year, Oregon, and then up in Winthrop. So I mean, we can go anywhere. And they're talking this year is going to be longer and hotter.
With all of the snow, you kind of figure that the fire danger would be down, but I've heard the same thing, that the fire danger this year is going to be pretty significant.
They're projecting it to be higher this year because all that snow and water just feeds all the fuel, and then it gets hot and it all dries out.
And then it's
yeah.
Problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's get back to this fighting deal. You got Saturday's your fight, correct?
Yep.
And it's in where's our fight at?
Great Falls, Montana.
Great Falls, Montana. And what do you expect? I mean, he's just a brawling kind of a fighter. Do you expect to go to the ground at all, or are you guys going to stand toe to toe and punch each other?
We're going to stand until I hit him, and then he's going to try and take me down. Okay. He's as soon as I hit him once, he's not gonna like it. He's gonna try and do something different. And if I can stop that and keep him on his feet and keep doing what I want to do, then it should be a good fight for me. I mean, even if he does take me down, he's not as big as the last guy I fought. I'm pretty confident he won't be able to keep me down. I'll be able to get back up and get it back to the feet.
Okay, well that's good. What what would be? I mean, so you have a game plan, and you're gonna just defend the takedown and try and punch him in the head.
Yeah, it's a sprawl and brawl kind of a game plan. I mean, I'm the best when someone's in there throwing with me. I
That's what you
put my chin down. Like. Yeah, put my chin down, clench my jaw up, and just stay in there and swing with them.
Get after it.
Yeah, until someone falls down.
When you said that this is your 40th professional fight, can you think back of a really good memory of a fight that you had in recent years that made you think, oh, this is all worth it? All of the weight cutting and all of the extra work.
Yeah.
Have you had that?
I did. Well, not recent, but 6 years ago, I made a big weight cut. Traveled down to Hawaii to fight their hometown hero. I mean, he'd been on he fought to get in the Tough House, the Ultimate Fighter house. He was supposed to just walk through me. Actually, I was there as a sacrificial lamb, and I ended up getting in the third round, and I ended up knocking him out with one punch. He hit me. He hit me, and I blacked out and actually bent straight backwards, almost parallel with the ground. And for some reason, my legs came back to life, and I popped straight back up like a jack-in-the-box. And I hit him, and he hit his butt, and that was the end of it.
Awesome. So that's a great memory. A lot of people don't realize how often do you guys train during the week?
The gym over here, it's open for us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday through Thursday.
And so 4 times a week. And I've been out there one time to help Isaac with some wrestling stuff. People don't realize the work that you guys go through. Not too many people go to work and get punched in the face, and then come back the next day for work. Once you get past that, you're okay, right? Is that something that's never really bothered you?
It's never been anything that bothered me. What I look at, I am getting punched in the face, but it's a sport. I always get made fun of. Like, my wife gives me a hard time. She's like, "Gosh, I didn't know I married such a jock." But I mean, I love competition. I love getting in there, especially when it comes to fight night, 1-on-1 under the lights. Let's see who knows what they're doing more, who's tougher, who's gonna come out of here with their hand raised. And it just, the adrenaline, like, I can feel right now my adrenaline starting to run a little bit just thinking about it.
Sure, a couple days away.
Yeah, and it's just, it's a great feeling, even walking out. And I tell a lot of the young guys, you'll figure out in your first amateur fight, you'll figure out if you really want to be there or not while you're walking out to the cage. Because you're gonna come out the door or the curtain or whatever, the music's gonna be going, the lights are gonna be going, and you're gonna see the cage, and right there you're gonna figure out, okay, this is gonna be fun, or would do that oh crap moment where, oh, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, that's when you come to a realization what your decision was that got you in that position. And if you don't like the competition, you don't. It's a tough way to have an enjoyable life. But if that's something that you enjoy, and you feed off of that, that adrenaline pump is it's very addictive, and and it's something that puts all of the hard work and all of the sacrifice makes it worth it.
Yeah, it does. I love the adrenaline rush. I still get it when I walk out. I still get it when I get in the cage. I still get the adrenaline rush.
Now,
And
what about your daughters? What about your daughters and your wife? How do they feel about it?
my wife, she's early on, she wasn't crazy about it, but once she started going to fights, she really got excited. Like, she screaming at me from the back row, and I can hear her like she's in my corner. My daughters have both been to a fight live. They've watched me fight at events. They keep asking me when I'm going to be on TV again. They keep asking me if they can go to this one or if they can go to the next one. So yeah, they enjoy watching me and being able to go.
Cheering for Dad. That's cool.
Yep.
Because they know at home you're a big teddy bear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They run me around here. They know I may be tough in the cage, but I'm a softie when it comes to the house.
Yeah.
And
So, when do you take off?
I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, and
Yeah.
Great Falls is the place. Is it going to be televised or is it going to be on the internet anywhere?
I was told it was on the internet. It's on fight.tv on internet, and it's on pay-per-view. I think it's like $15 to watch.
Okay. Very good. And that's Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday night. Awesome. Well, Jared, this has been really fun. I wish you the best of luck. I know you've got a tough couple of hours here in front of you.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that we're back here in Moses Lake supporting you and hoping the best. And get after it, and we'll see how things turn out Saturday night. Good luck with Joe Diesel Riggs.
Hey, thanks, Jim. I really appreciate the support.
I know I'm glad to be able to offer whatever little support that I can give. I'll be back here cheering for you. But I want you to know that there are people people who have lived it and been in the combat sports life. They understand the sacrifice and the hard work that goes into this. And boy, I'll tell you what, I have high regard for your efforts, and you do it 40 professional fights. That's amazing. Over 50 fights altogether. That's not a lot of people can say that, and you be proud that you've been able to do that. And we wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it.
You betcha, man. We'll take care, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you again.
Sounds good.
All right, bud. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks for coming
have a
on.
good one.
Bye. All righty. That was Jared Torgeson, and I want to thank everybody that popped on and you always smell a KO, Isaac. And I think it's going to be a great fight. I know Joe Diesel Riggs is a tough guy, but I also know that the young man that we just had on, Jared Torgeson, is a tough guy as well. And this is a tough sport. And thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate that. This is a very, very tough sport. Like and share this video, everybody. And MMA is it's a beautiful thing because anybody. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate it for your time. Anybody can, you can get caught and get knocked out, or get caught and get submitted. You've got to be on your toes all the time, and you have to you have to watch your P's and Q's and make sure everything's buttoned up right. And it's that's why you don't see too many undefeated fighters, because it's amazing what can happen in the sport. But it is a great sport, and one that one that I thank you very much, AJ, and I appreciate you watching Jared's interview. We're gonna do our last two sponsors right now as we get ready to close up today's show. Frederick's Jewelers. At Frederick's Jewelers, they provide custom designed jewelry and expert jewelry repair. Not only do they sell and repair jewelry, they also sell beautiful and fine gifts. From glassware, vases, vials, to gold and silver watches and ceramic sculptures. With over 60 years of service here in the Columbia Basin and business, they're the ones to trust for jewelry, watch repair, and fine gifts. Serving Moses Lake since 1953, Frederick's Jewelers, 208 West 3rd Avenue. Call 509-765-6331 and ask for Nick. Also see what's happening on their Facebook page at Frederick's Jewelers, Moses Lake. I want to thank Nick for being one of the sponsors here on the show. Appreciate them and their willingness to support what we're doing here on the bench with Big Jim. I really do appreciate it. And then our last sponsor is Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile is where you can get 4 lines of unlimited gigs when you switch to Boost Mobile. And that includes mobile hotspots per line, available in-store or online. Get up to 4 free LG Style 4S phones when 4 lines switch to Boost Mobile. Must activate by April 15th. So go to their website, boostmobile.com. Go see the great people at Boost Mobile, 301 East Broadway Avenue, Suite C, here in Moses Lake. Or call 765-4298. Their store hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Sunday from noon until 5 p.m. So go see the folks down at Boost Mobile to take care of all of your cell phone needs. Another great sponsor that we have here on the bench with Big Jim. I appreciate them. So also, folks, if you would like to help support this show, there is a way you can do that, and I'm gonna post that right here on the show right now. I want to thank everybody for being with us today, and we are going to on Friday's show, we are going to talk with a new friend of mine. His name's Andy Eli, and he was just featured on a Brute video, and he has a Hard Luck Automotive Service in Choctaw, Oklahoma, and what a great story. And we're going to talk to him on Friday's show. So thank you very much for being here with us today. I want to again thank my sponsors, Jay's Teriyaki, Thesis Merchant Solutions, Frederick's Jewelers, and Boost Mobile. Appreciate y'all. And if you'd like to help sponsor the show, check out the post where you can help donate. Appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of this Wednesday, and we will see you on Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye.